I agree with what you just said. I agree with the conclusion you finally reached. Stephen A., tonight, this game must begin and end with the four-time MVP. I'm not being hard on him. I'm being honest. I'm acknowledging his greatness. 4 MVPs in his first ring last year. We've all said all year long, this has become LeBron James' team. So this should be about LeBron from the tip. I think the Heat should win this game going away. Win it by 10 or 12, just the way they won Game 3 at Indiana. We all remember that one. They won that one by 18. And certainly we remember the more recent Game 5 at home when LeBron, it took him till the third quarter, but he finally said, enough of this stuff, watch this. I want to see that tonight from the tip-off. LeBron is better than Paul George. We respect Paul George. He's earned a lot of my respect over these 6 games. But let's get real. It's LeBron time. Obviously, Dwayne's knee is bothering him. He's about half of what he used to be last year, Stephen A. And I don't know what's gotten into Chris Bosh. I assume his ankle is bothering him a little bit. I don't even want to hear about that anymore because I want to see Game 5 all over again. I want to see LeBron go into what he calls attack mode from the start. I want to see him take Paul George into the post as he did in Game 3, or I just want to see him take him off the dribble into the lane and create havoc for the Pacers. We saw Udonis hit 8 out of 9 shots in Game 5. Can he do that again? I doubt it. But somebody's going to have a hot hand. Maybe it's Mike Miller. Maybe Ray regains the hot hand. Maybe Dwayne just sucks it up and we see some of Dwayne this time. Whatever it is, Stephen A., I want to see Paul George in early foul trouble. I want to see LeBron get to the free throw line more than he got in Game 6, where he was a no-show at the free throw line until the fourth quarter. It's time for him to initiate, to ignite the offense the way he didn't in Game 6. Well, and finally, let me throw one last point in. This is where everybody can help LeBron. Who has the best, most tenacious defense in the league, Stephen A., creating turnovers? It's these guys at home. Indiana turned the ball over 18 times on Saturday night and still won by 14 points. That's unconscionable. That cannot happen. Paul George turned it over 6 times Saturday night, and he's got 29 turnovers through 6 games. That's almost 5 a game. Turn them over. Get them on the run with a lockdown, tenacious, furious defense from the start. And this won't be even a problem for the Heat at home tonight.
Well, listen, first of all, let's stop minimizing who the Indiana Pacers have proven to be. The fact of the matter is that this is an elite defensive team. They've known who they were and who they are all season long. They were number 1, field goal percentage defense, three-point field goal percentage defense, number 2 in points allowed. They don't have to double. They can D you up mano-a-mano because they have the size at every position to do it. They've got a 7'2" center who actually can play. They've got a 6'10" power forward who is old school. He goes back to the way the power forwards played. In David West, he's not on that level in terms of the Kevin McHale's and others of the world. But the bottom line is he's got that old school mentality, that rough rider mentality. You can look at LeBron James all you want to, and certainly he's got to step up and he's got to produce. But last time I checked, Skip, that $110 million he's getting, Chris Bosh is getting that too.
Yep.
Dwayne Wade's getting $107 million. You got to show up, man. I mean, we can sit here and talk about LeBron until the cows come home. And in no way am I trying to say he doesn't have to show up. I'm taking it for granted that he is going to show up, Skip. But I'm saying it's not one of those situations where if everybody else stinks up the joint, we sit here the next day and say LeBron didn't get it done. Okay. If LeBron goes out there and he's averaging 25, 26 a game and he drops 30 and has near a triple-double or something along those lines, and nobody else shows up to help him, it can't be one of those situations where we're constantly looking at him and saying, well, he didn't do it, your number's called. 3 dudes on this squad are getting paid over $107 million. You've got to you know how much I love D. Wade, and I know that he's hurting with that bone bruise. You got to suck it up. Chris Bosh, I know you've got a tough assignment with the 7'2" Hibbert and David West banging you. I get you. But 5 rebounds, 7 points, come on, man. You've got to say, Ray Allen, you're the all-time 3-point shooting king in NBA history, and you can't find the basket. You know, you get 2 shots. You make 2 shots in almost 22 minutes. Come on. I mean, I got to look at other guys, and I'm saying, look, when they assembled this team, we looked at Pat Riley and said, genius. This is a beautiful, beautiful roster that you have. You put it in play. It's their job to validate that. It can't be just about LeBron. Those other guys got to step up because Paul George can play. Roy Hibbert can play. David West can play. George Hill and Lance Stevenson may be erratic, but they're tough, and they can make plays. And I'm just saying, you can't ignore it. And by the way, Frank Vogel can coach. These guys, they're no joke. Indiana's not a joke.
This is still the Heat's game to win or lose. It's all about how the Heat perform.
I agree.
Yeah, okay. So, LeBron, you're on, big man. It's your time and your turn tonight.
The Heat have been here before.
Yeah, but
Game 7.
Hang on one second.
You want to say something, Stephen A?
But I'm just saying what I'm trying to pinpoint is, does that mean that no matter what LeBron does, if they lose this game, it's on him?
Okay, just remember.
No matter what he does.
Okay, remember, he wasn't there for his team at the end of game 2, and he wasn't there for his team at the end of game 4 when he got 4 fouls in the 4th quarter. I don't want to give him passes for those games and then give him another pass tonight because he's back to his Cleveland days. It's just, he's this good, Stephen A. He should be as good as he was in the 3rd quarter of game 5, at least for a big stretch tonight. Right. I think we both think that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying he needs help. That's all. They got to show up.
All right, Stephen
They've got to show up.
Let's move on, guys. The Heat have been here before, as I was just saying a moment ago. This is their 3rd